Here we go.
Beagle fart.
Beagle fart.
Beagle.
fart.
Beagle. Beagle.
Let's go to the second smelliest new brewery.
Right across the street.
Oof.
That's right.
Are we live?
Gentlemen, I think we might be Jesus. We're not Jesus, but I think we're really close to being live right now.
We're not live. Are we not live?
No, we're totally live right now.
Welcome to Hair of the Dogcast, everybody. Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, everybody!
Whoa.
What's up?
So sloppy.
Whoa.
Hey, what's up, neighborhoodly people out there in the internet land? We are Hair of the Dogcast. We are that podcast that you sometimes scroll past on Facebook when you see us talking. Welcome to another episode that is going to exist in the canon.
This is going to be a big one for sure.
I think so. It's
How big, guys?
Ginormous.
So big.
Yeah, episode 53. Welcome. It's all of us together finally at last, at long last.
It's been a little while.
It's been like
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been all on our
been a couple
odysseys,
casts.
shall we say, doing different things. But
I was deathly ill.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you. You have color back in your face.
I do. And I'm eating, and I'm going to even start drinking again today. Right now, everyone, back on the wagon, as they say.
Awesome. Everybody give it up for Brad Ward, back on the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. Josh, good to see you.
Tom.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Hey, thank you very much.
First time caller.
Yeah.
First time on the podcast.
Yeah, you don't need to call us. You're here. You could just...
Yeah, totally.
What do we talk about?
I don't know.
Guys, let's get in the game. Let's get in the mix.
Let's crack open a beer right
Sports.
away. Josh,
That's right. Do it. Because you know, Hair of the
That's a
Dogcast
great sound.
is a
Yeah.
podcast.
I kind of just want to do it like Stone Cold Steve Austin always does.
Is a
and
podcast.
It splashes
He
everywhere.
gets 2 ounces
and
out
then
of it.
he drinks the last 2 ounces.
About
But
video
man,
games.
it looks so cool. And the beer just trying
It's
to
a
come
podcast.
out of
It's a
the
podcast.
glass.
About beer and video games and beer. And we're going to drink beer. Oh, yes. Even though I promised myself I was not going to.
I told myself too. I'm like, I'm not going to drink today, and then Josh shows up.
I mean,
with
you just got better.
this heavenly goodness.
Right. Let's get right back to it.
What do we
Jump
got here,
right back
Josh?
up off that wagon.
We have from Eagle Park out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Woo, yeah.
I heard those boys and gals make some pretty good beer.
They do some things. And this is their Tropical Milkshake IPA. It is
Very
a
cool.
fantastic tropical delight. It is sweet. A little hoppy, kind of, not really.
Yeah.
It has your nice lactose and probably
I'm going to
vanilla.
smell it.
Let's see. Yeah, whopping 9% alcohol by volume.
Oh, yeah.
Not fair.
Lactose sugar fermented on mango, pineapple, passion fruit, and vanilla. Get yourself some
Hot
if
damn.
you can.
I'm almost angry. It's so good. I already took a drink, guys. I didn't wait.
God damn it, Brad.
It is so good.
Why
Eagle
couldn't you
Park
be sick again?
once again knocks it out of the park.
Shit.
Knocks
Yeah.
it right into the eagle.
That's
They got it figured
really
out.
good. Really
It is-
good.
Yeah.
Sweet and sexy. A little fruity like myself.
I would barely even call. I mean, it has IPA notes, but I would hesitate to call it like a true full kind of IPA.
It's a milkshake IPA. It
Do all
brings the
milkshake
toms
IPAs
to the yard.
taste similar or have a
Are you
similar?
not
They
familiar
vary.
with milkshake IPAs?
They
Not
vary.
really. I mean, I've heard of the term, so can you guys school me?
It's the thing right now. It's what the kids are drinking.
I've heard that from other people, not just you two, but people are asking.
You have other friends.
Not really. By other people, I mean 4chan.
Adults like milkshakes too.
Bottom of the barrel stuff there.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, milkshake IPAs.
What makes a milkshake IPA?
Lactose.
Bring all the boys
Milk
to the
sugar.
Okay, there you go.
And if you add vanilla, that even gives it more sweetness, obviously.
So basically,
Might as well throw some strawberries
you
in
take
there.
an IPA
Or
and you take all the
blueberries.
bitterness out of it.
Creamy, fruity IPAs.
Still hopped. Has a little touch of bitterness. Not a lot,
yeah.
But
super,
less so.
super smashable beverage.
I've been really digging this style of beer lately too. We have Raspberry Pillows comes out at Mobcraft next week, and I am quite excited. For
Raspberry
that one.
pillows.
That's what it's
an
called. Which is
interesting
that's a
name.
great beer name.
Yeah,
Makes you want
yeah.
to sleep on a pillow that's actually a raspberry.
Sometimes I like a good beer name.
Agreed.
I wanted to address an issue. Last time when I wasn't here, I was an avid listener sitting on my couch.
Are you talking about a correction, Brad?
I'm talking about a
Or
serious
an issue?
correction.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't a correction. You guys just weren't aware of the Donkey Kong family tree.
No, please indulge us. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, and as you guys are the old people on the podcast, I thought for sure you'd be a little familiar with some
It's
of
true.
this. Cranky Kong is the original Donkey Kong from the arcade games. Donkey Kong Jr. is his son with Wrinkly Kong, and then Donkey Kong Jr.'s son is Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country. And
That's the one that matters.
they all kind of matter a little bit.
I guess.
Even Jungle Beat,
Yeah.
Donkey Konga.
Funky Kong.
Funky Kong matters
Man,
very much.
He rocks sunglasses.
Kiddy Kong doesn't matter. I guess I don't really know
I've
too
never
much
been more
else.
ashamed of myself. Nor have I wished more for a pistol that I could put in my mouth right now.
Do you know there's one good thing about being horribly sick?
What's that, Brad?
I was at home for about 5 days straight, and I have video games that I haven't played, and I played a lot of video
Did
games.
you? Did you attack that backlog, buddy?
I did. I played Mario Odyssey finally.
Oh my God.
3 days later, 999 moons, baby.
Holy
In 3 days?
In 3 days. It was a marathon.
Did you get even more sick after playing that game? Did you even sleep at all, or
It was weird.
Like,
yeah.
was
You
it a
just- you
fever
just
dream?
Well, it was NyQuil dreaming, so it was some deep sleep.
right?
But Mario Odyssey, maybe my favorite Mario game now.
Really?
Maybe.
That-
it is a perfect game.
That is a proclamation, buddy. That is a proclamation.
I really love the Galaxy series. I think some of that the wonky planet gravity stuff, which is great.
Yep.
But
That's what I hear.
I think it's a little too far out there to put in my favorite, classic Mario franchise game. And that one, perfect platforming, level design, top notch. Cappy, the way you get to take over boulders and dinosaurs and
Yes.
Fire Bros. Loved it all.
I am very happy for you.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I love that game as
I want
well.
to play it.
It was the
you haven't
best.
played it yet.
I played for 5 minutes.
What was
5
your
minutes.
What was your takeaway? Was it something you play for another 5 minutes, or were you like,
Oh, I'd love to play it.
I'm too old for these Mario games. I'm a
It
man.
requires time.
I love Mario.
Just get yourself a nice little infection. Stay at home.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's
Infection.
infection season, guys.
So I hear, yeah, baby.
And also, I did research because I was just curious. So Bowser, he's kidnapping Peach again, but this time he's just straight up, I'm gonna marry her.
Yep.
I have a tux. The whole point of the game is him going to different worlds and collecting a wedding cake and a wedding dress.
Yep.
And they're like, they went for it this time. They're not beating around the bush. Why does he want Peach? And then I was thinking, does Bowser want Peach so he can usurp the Mushroom Kingdom? Or is he lonely?
I don't think so.
Does he need someone to raise Bowser Jr., which is, he told Bowser Jr. that Peach was his mom, but it's not true.
I
Turns
think
out
we
he
have
was
some.
lying.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
have some
You
serious
should see
sexual
his
undertones.
I was, yeah. Well, we don't even know who his mom is. Bowser,
Do we not?
does he reproduce asexually? Reptiles can do that.
No, his mom is Patsy Ramsey, who starred in The Goonies.
Oh,
everybody
I see it. I can see it now.
Everybody knows that.
I can actually.
Two waters.
see that. Yeah, a lot.
Sorry. No, that's awesome, Brad. I think we should talk about some Odyssey in a bit. What do you think? I think we should go deep. Just deep inside
We
that
don't need
Mario.
to get too deep. I just loved it. The Metro Kingdom was really bizarre, seeing regular looking people and then Mario sitting on a bench next to him.
Okay, New Donk City?
New Donk City.
Sure.
But
That was
golly,
looked really cool.
that song during the festival.
Odyssey, see.
Yeah, I can't even sing it right now.
It's so beautiful.
It was beautiful. The whole game was fantastic. And yeah, 10 out of 10.
Good for you. I would agree. Like I said, that was my favorite Mario game since Nintendo or Mario 64, I think. But I also skipped the Galaxy games, so I should probably go and play.
I really
those.
like Sunshine.
You like Sunshine.
I love Sunshine.
Okay, that one I did not. Yeah,
Because
I
I
fell
didn't
off.
play 64 because the 64 was for plebeians, is what they used to say.
Ooh,
Controversial.
wow.
Sorry.
Hey,
I just know I was a PlayStation kid, didn't have a 64, and So Sunshine was like my first
I mean, why
3D
would you?
Mario that I really delved into, and I love Sunshine. I didn't care for 3D World too much.
I didn't mind it at first, starting it out, and then I kind of really I just didn't want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say, "Look at the cat suit." It's like, oh, it's great.
I would say, yeah.
It's a cute cat suit.
It's the cutest cat suit. It's beautiful. I loved it. That's another game that I really do like, which we probably talked about a couple episodes ago. Maybe.
Josh, I see you have some sort of game here.
I played a little bit of a game, just a little bit. I picked up Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise.
Oh, baby.
If you're a fan of cheesy 80s goodness, anime, violence, and gore in overkill fashion,
Sure.
Fist of the North Star delivers. Made by Sega, think Yakuza, kind of, but more funner.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his style of train. The story is very. I'm only a few hours in, but I'm having a blast playing it.
Cool.
It is a lot of fun. It is ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous.
Like over the top. Just
over the top,
action.
yeah, it's
heads going flying.
It feels like an old school run around beat 'em up.
Cool.
Almost kind of has like a newer Street Fighter feel to it.
Is that like a Dynasty Warriors game? Or
No, not like crazy quantities of bad guys. Maybe
Okay.
a dozen bad guys on the screen at a time, maybe
Sure.
15. But yeah, you're hopping around and just like bashing everybody. And then there's finishers. They deal with pressure points. And
Yeah.
you basically do your pressure point or your one hit. And all of a sudden, if you've seen the old anime, like it had to be Fist of the North Star had to be one of the animes that inspired the ultra gore and violence in anime. But yeah, so you're talking heads like whoa, whoosh, and bodies being taking the guy, tossing him into the air, and he's just blowing up like a balloon and exploding on everybody.
Oh my god, this violence in video games.
It is so fun. It is so cute.
It's the cutest Fist of the North Star.
I mean,
It's
it's
so
kind of
cuddly.
cartoony, but it's so much fun. It has like an arcade feel too.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
There's still some story that's kind of meh, but they added into it.
Sure.
But whatever. I mean, it's been a blast so far.
So how did you come to know about this game?
I randomly heard about the anime a couple years ago, maybe, and just watched it. I think it's on YouTube for free to watch right now. A definite watch,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Awesome.
There's a scene where he's walking, like, he's Mr. Badass Fist of the North Star.
Tattoos everywhere.
He can't be beat, like, or whatnot, whatever. There's a scene where he's just walking slow motion. Think Mad Max, everything's the end of the world, desert-like. Everybody looks like barbarians and such with homemade helmets and shit. They look like gore, pretty much.
Right.
But there's a scene
Favorite
where
band
the
ever.
building's
R.I.P.
falling onto Kenshiro while he's just naturally walking, and the building's just falling. It falls like a, 10-story building falls right on him, and he's just walking through it while he
Yeah.
can't budge him. Mr. Badass. And then he
Very
goes and
cool.
saves the day.
That's awesome.
Kids are getting like attacked and women are being attacked, and who's gonna save the day? Mr. Kenshiro.
Mr. Kenshiro.
Yeah.
Huh.
How far through the game do you say you were?
Maybe 3 hours. Yeah, I just started it, but it's been a
Dipping the
blast.
toes in.
Right.
Yeah,
It looks interesting. And if it's anything like Yakuza, I would definitely like to try that out. 'cause
yeah. It's
I like it.
probably around the $30-$40 range right now, so not too expensive for
Sure.
a pickup.
That's awesome.
Do you
Yeah.
play games, Tom?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You-
As everyone well knows, I'm just here for the beer. Thank you. But this week I changed that and I did play some games. It's true.
Assassin's Creed?
Actually, well, yeah, like maybe half hour, 45 minutes. I lied the last time I think I talked about Assassin's Creed. I think I said I had, maybe 150 hours between Origins and Odyssey. It turns out I have 160 hours just in Odyssey. So I've played that for more than I thought I did. I have a problem. But I did chip away a little bit on Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm
Hey.
kind of making my way through that. Yeah, got through Toy Story Land, and
That was a cool world.
that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I was stuck
the
in a toy
mech-
store for a while, but
The mech suits were a little odd.
they were odd, but I did respect the fact that they seemed to be at least trying to put a little gimmick into every world, or at least as I see it now. I haven't been to a lot of them, but everyone seems to have kind of a, I don't know, just to shake it up a little bit. But
Did you know that that's not Tom Hanks voicing Woody, but it's his
brother, yeah, yep,
Whoever it is, Bob Hanks or whatever.
Bob, yes, yeah, and then, yeah. I think the only one that I really thought was just not that great was the guy who's trying to be John Ratzenberger because he died. Cliff Clavin from Cheers. He played the pig.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that guy.
Hey, guys.
He tried really
I
hard.
can't do it.
Yeah,
I could do the Jim Varney
Hey, Vern.
Slinky Dog a little bit more.
You can, yeah. So I chipped away at that, but I also started playing a game that came out recently. It's called A Plague's Tale or A Plague Tale: Innocence. It's
Plague Tale Innocence.
yes, I'm playing on an Xbox. I think it's out for everything. It's really hitting a spot right now because it's just a game that is very narratively focused, and it tells a story. I think it's only like 8 to 9 hours long. You're like this little girl who's assisting her brother during in France during the Spanish Inquisition in the 14th century of France.
I didn't expect that. The Spanish Inquisition?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
There it is.
And it's really, the voice acting is really good. It kind of plays a lot like a cross between Eco and maybe not in a bad way, but I want to say like Final Fantasy 13, but not in a bad way because
What does that mean?
you're basically just kind of going
It's
forward.
like Creed, but not in a
not
bad
bad.
way.
Not it's heavily scripted, but the story's really good.
Okay.
Hi, Mike.
So you kind of know what you're in for when you start playing it, and I'm having a good time with it. I think I'm a little bit more than halfway through, but I would, I don't know. I would say check it out. There's some puzzle solving. You got to avoid a lot of. It's kind of a stealth game, and you have to avoid a lot of rats that are just monsters and can consume you, but they're afraid of light. So you have to solve these puzzles where you cut paths through all these fucking mice, all these rats,
Wait, there's mice and rats?
mice and
Well,
rats.
it's with the plague.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They started it. They made it.
Speaking of the plague,
The little rat scientists
Us?
made it.
I had such a plague that I actually almost beat it in another game as well.
Oh shit, Brad, what'd you do?
Chrono Trigger.
Oh,
Never played before.
hey, we talked about Chrono Trigger last episode.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
You're like, I don't remember that.
I'm going to
Chrono Trigger.
Summer Games Done Quick in a couple 2 or 3 weeks, and that's like the final one that they're playing at the end of the convention.
Yep.
And it's like, well, I'm gonna have to watch it. I want to beat it before I watch it, and I'm already maybe 23 hours in, and I know that all I have left is the final boss, which I didn't have time for. I had to run into work today, but
That sounds like a great length for a
Chrono
game.
Trigger's good.
Isn't it?
The story is phenomenal. It starts off slow, but there gets to be points. It involves a lot of time travel, but when you hit 12,000 BC, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Caveman lady.
Ancient aliens. You're going 65 million BC.
Oh, God.
I'm talking about 12,000 BC.
sorry.
That's when they get the ancient aliens in there.
Jesus, ancient aliens.
Something like that. It's some good shit. Check out Chrono Trigger. And the battles, they're actually pretty complicated for a Super Nintendo RPG.
They are, but they're very well presented, and I thought
It's interesting. You don't jump into a separate screen. You'll
No.
be running on the map, and then all of a sudden you start fighting, which at first it felt a little, I don't want to say cheap. I haven't played an RPG besides like Final Fantasy 6 or 3, whatever you want to call it, on the Super Nintendo. And just a Super Nintendo controller kind of feels like a toy to me still. And
it is.
it took me a while to like wrap my head around it, but the battles, they get pretty intense and pretty strategic, which a lot of RPGs are Just hit that button as fast as you can, cast cure.
Right.
Yeah, but it's cool. I like it, and I will have beaten it by the next time we talk.
Whoa.
I can't wait to hear the update.
I might even play Chrono Cross on the PlayStation 1, which I know that one's polarizing, but
That's what I hear. I hear the music's great.
yeah.
So I also hear Chrono Trigger is one of those games that has like how many end? Like 50 some.
16 or 17, something like that.
Okay, 16.
Yeah, right away.
50. What
You
am I
could.
thinking?
There are many ways you can choose to beat the game without like getting to the end.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there's
You
a
ripped off
lot
Nier.
of options, and it's very cool. Very cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
you can do spoilers. It's 25 years old.
well, I'll just say that yesterday I talked to Tom, and he casually mentioned, "Oh, doesn't this character die?" And I didn't know that, and it was a huge spoiler for me. And
Oh, really?
Even
You
though
didn't
it
know
is
that?
old, for people that haven't played it,
And I haven't
I'm
even
not
got-
going to spoil it.
Well, it's spoiled for me, and I hadn't even gotten that far.
Who else
so
dies?
I just knew that. Oh, I'm sorry, Brad.
I found out that Ned Stark got beheaded the day I was going to go home and watch it. I told my buddy at the movie theater I was working, like, dude, I'm almost done with the first season. It's so good. He's like, oh, so you saw Ned Stark died? I was like, dude, fuck you.
Wait, he dies?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Isn't he the main character of Game of Thrones?
In the first episode.
This might be a
Guys.
a decent segue into
Guys.
Now-
E3 discussion. I'm sorry, Tom.
It's okay.
It's amazing that you watch all the other seasons but season 1.
Yeah. Before we go into the E3 talk, I did want to say HBO, because we're on the subject of HBO
Oh, no,
shows.
not HBO.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you guys been watching this Chernobyl miniseries?
Yeah, Chernobyl's good.
It's fucking awesome.
I started, kind of.
Okay. Like, I was blown away. I had no idea what to expect.
I was very frustrated though when I found out that all the episodes were not yet. I watched 3 in a row. I was like, oh, I have to
Same
wait.
here. Same here. Yeah.
They got me.
There's only 5 apparently, so they're on. The 4 just came out on Monday, but I watched that first one and I was just like, I was hooked, and I'm like, I gotta.
It is fine, comrade. There is no problem. We are all dying. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of took me out, or was kind of like a shock at the beginning when you. It's a British produced show, and you know this is a very Russian story. This whole Chernobyl nuclear meltdown thing. So when you hear like Gorbachev come on with his English accent, I don't know nothing about a nuclear reactor. It's like, I don't think Gorbachev.
Bloody hell. How did
Bloody
this-
hell!
how did this
oh,
happen
You
here,
bloody
sir?
well right. Oh, get the tea and crumpets.
cleaning my chimney.
You don't think, guys.
Yeah,
They know.
But you should check it out.
Chernobyl's good. I am going to keep HBO subscription for a little while longer.
Okay, I'm glad you're watching it because I know you were like going to give up on HBO or something, and
I
I'm
still
like,
have to watch
you
Treasure.
gotta check out the
They
show.
still have Treasure Buddies on there, the Air Bud movie, but I haven't watched
yeah.
that one yet either.
Okay. Well, that's Chernobyl. That's all I had to say. Watch it. Yeah. So E3, guys.
E3 is around the corner.
Oh my God, so close. I can't believe like the year is almost halfway over. That's how I judge years, is how close is E3, and that's my cue.
You
that-
should use the Gregorian calendar.
no,
No?
I don't do that. I use Siri and I use E3. You asshole.
Siri, what year is it?
Exactly. She doesn't talk to you.
Well, yeah, so there's a lot of things that are going to be getting announced. There's a lot of conjecture about what's going to be happening there.
There is. It's a weird year for E3. I don't know if you are all familiar with E3,
Everyone is
the
familiar with
Electronic
E3.
Entertainment Expo. Of course, you watch the Dogcast. You know what things are. You know what beer is. You know what E3 is.
That's where Reggie made his debut. That's what everyone knows E3 for.
Absolutely.
2004, baby.
Yeah, that's where the Sega Saturn was launched
Yikes.
at the first one.
Wait, in 2004?
Yeah, kind of like that. No, a little earlier than that.
We were talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I was doing some research, and did you know that From Software,
Yes.
Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, however you say that,
Sekiro.
they're working with George R.R. Martin on a game.
I heard that rumor.
It's not a rumor. That's official. Not much has been said about what the game is, but sources say it will be open world, involve horse travel, and feature multiple kingdoms to explore.
Oh,
This sounds amazing.
give it to me.
Give it to
Give
me.
it to me.
Give it to me.
Give it to me, baby.
Bradley is coming. Ooh,
Brad.
That was.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh,
gross.
Lord. That's
Winter is
episode
coming.
over.
Episode over.
Yeah, I was really excited. I know they're taking some time off for Dark Souls. Miyazaki, or not Miyazaki. Is it Miyazaki? No. Who the
Miyazaki?
head guy of From Software? He has said they're taking a break from Dark Souls to do other things. So they came up with Sekiro.
to make another Dark Souls game.
A Dark Souls like, yeah, same engine, whatever. But I'm hoping this is like their foray back into kind of like the fantasy kind of trope.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
And with George Railroad Martin on board, I am ready.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that last episode?
It wasn't disappointing because I expected trash, so I got what I was
Yeah.
expecting.
Yeah, I can buy
the
that.
fact that you had to wait for a week, and you kind of knew what was going to happen, like with so and so and so and so, and a really, really, really lengthy. They had to go over everybody's characters, who are still alive, but it felt like it took forever. I don't know if it was tastefully done or not. Some of it was, but
Well, what are your thoughts? What did you think?
I thought it just simply sucked that you had to wait a week for that.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was like,
for
oh,
an
I gotta
epilogue?
wait
they've been
for nothing really.
they've been phoning it in now for like
Oh.
3 seasons. They've been trying to get out of there. HBO offered them more money to do as many episodes as they wanted.
Yep.
I thought
Star Wars.
I think
Goodbye.
the broad character strokes, I think Danny could go mad. I think a lot of those things should have happened
Yes.
if they would have given another episode or two to develop.
By
some
the
of
way,
these
spoilers
things.
for Game of Thrones.
If you haven't seen it at this point, you're done.
That's your fault.
You're done, kids. You're done.
I agree. I think.
I refuse to spoil Chrono Trigger, but Game of Thrones is fair game.
Hey, potato, potato. I do believe, all the characters kind of ended up where they should have been. It's just the truncated
They didn't have
story
the-
arc.
They needed more time to get them there.
Absolutely. And I started rewatching Game of Thrones because I'm like, I just can't let go. And just to see the quality of writing from like the first season versus the last couple of seasons is just jarring.
It is, and that's just strictly because they've gotten ahead of George, and
Right.
And he did give them notes about what they should have done character-wise, and they largely ignored a lot of it. From what I've heard, those guys were kind of.
Oh, really? I figured they got
on set.
I figured they got the broad strokes, but just said fuck it, and
Yeah,
phoned
they
it
wanted to
in.
get out of there, and I'm hoping that they did such a bad job that they won't get the Star Wars trilogy now, because when you have the backlash that they've gotten,
That's.
But I think all of us fans could be very happy after we see the announcement at E3 for hopefully they just drop something about this game, A Song of Ice and Fire with George R. R. Martin.
That'd be nice. I wonder what press conference they drop that at, since Sony's not going to be attending E3 this year for the first time ever.
We don't want to play anymore.
If we don't do this, we have nothing.
We have state of play.
They don't have to try. They're so far ahead, right?
I think that's going to be an excellent
Yeah.
opportunity for Xbox to make some sort of big announcement.
Which I am kind of banking on. I
They're
don't know what you guys
re-releasing the
feel.
first Xbox
The Xbox
Classic.
Classic
The Xbox-
Mini. Yes. It comes with Halo.
That's it.
That's all.
Do you think that they're going to drop the Project Scarlet, they call it, right?
Scarlet and I believe Anaconda, but yeah, Scarlet is.
The Ice Cube film?
Yes.
I prefer to call it the J-Lo vehicle, but yes, if you want to call it the Ice Cube film with the best CG
Tropical
effects ever.
Stout.
It's got Angelina Jolie's dad. What's his name?
John Voight.
John Voight.
Yes. So, yeah, as we talk about Microsoft, Josh, what are you going ahead and pouring here? What is this?
Sip your last.
Oh,
morsel,
God,
sir.
come on.
Drink it,
A little
Tom.
chunky in the glass after that milkshake, eh?
I hate all of you.
So
You
this
jerks.
is another beer I found from our pals at Gaming Off the Grid.
Gaming off the grid.
Yeah, and
Did they
this
just
is-
give us a refrigerator with just never-ending beer?
Honestly, I think we
This
gave
is like
it-
the 18th episode we've
I think
had.
we gave them a shit ton of
Thank
beer, and they
kids.
gave us a bunch of
Yeah.
beer. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is out of
I'm
this
not
is
complaining
from
about it.
Westo Beer
Westo.
from West Okoboji, Iowa. Am I saying this right?
Okaboji?
Okoboji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
that's a.
If you can say
delicious
Economowoc,
name.
you can say Okaboji.
Okaboji.
Potawatomi.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this is a Westo Cocoa Chocolate Stout. It's award winning.
This sounds up my alley, if you know what I'm saying. I heard Barry's really good too.
Yep. Here. Whoop.
Yep.
The HBO show. I got a friend named Barry. He's an asshole. Just kidding, Barry. I love you.
I got a friend named Barry. He's all right.
Okay. Yeah, Barry's are pretty solid, you know. Yeah. Do you know a horrible Barry?
I can't say it on the air, guys. Don't get me
God.
started on Barry.
Anyways, Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft is pretty much the biggest player at E3 because I think EA's not attending, Sony's not attending.
Nintendo's not attending.
Well,
Nintendo's gonna be there.
well, they'll have they'll be there. They don't have a press conference. They have a direct.
You gotta let us know if Metroid's still happening.
That's true. But I'm always been a fan of the press conferences. You know, that's like the Super Bowl. It has been the Super Bowl of video games. Now it's kind of, there's so many events now that, yeah, not everybody has to just attend this and get drowned out in the noise. But I'm really excited for, see what Microsoft has. They said that this is going to be their biggest year or biggest press conference ever, even though they say that every year.
They're gonna have an announcement regarding the xCloud as well, from what I understand,
Yeah.
which is that remote playing of like through iPads or phones or like other ways to play your systems remotely.
Could be. Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
Yeah.
I'm excited about
And their new system,
to hear about that.
the Xbox 7. They
I
just
heard
don't
they-
use any.
I saw one that I saw some kind of parody website. Xbox One Up's PlayStation by releasing the PlayStation 6.
Oh,
No one saw it coming.
Sick burn. Yeah, that would be a good power play. That would be a good power
Yeah.
play.
What do you think it's going to be called?
I think it's going to be called Xbox. I think that's. I've
Just
seen those rumors.
Xbox.
I think that's
Just
Fucking
Xbox.
assholes, straight up, if they do it, and they will.
Well, that's the way they're going, right? They
I don't,
want.
Just call
I
it
don't think that's a
Xbox.
bad name. Just
No.
go with Xbox.
I mean, they
Just-
want to get out of the console business or just strictly console business and be a platform. I mean, they're putting games on Switch. I wouldn't doubt that Game Pass someday, maybe one day, comes to other consoles. And
It's still going to be released as a system, though. So
well,
you
then,
got to define the differences. At
yeah,
some point.
they'll still have a system because you probably get the best playing experience on the system. So they're not leaving the console business, but they want to be a platform more so than a console maker these days. So I guess on this, if Microsoft does announce their new system and
the Xbox 3.
yes, and Sony has already come out and kind of did an article with Wired and kind of teased some of the specs for what was probably going to be PlayStation 5. I want to know what you guys think. As like, what do you want to see out of the new generation of consoles? Do you have any like things on your wish list? Do you have things that have pissed you off in this last generation that you want to see fixed? Or
Dance
what-
Dance Revolution,
Larger
You wanna
hard
see-
drives.
Okay.
but smaller hard drives too.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
But smaller, larger, but
Mini.
smaller.
I mean,
Mini large.
they're gonna look better.
I mean, that's a given.
That's a given.
That's a given. But we're getting to the
20
point in
terabytes.
time here where these consoles, where the upgraded graphics is just kind of not as consequential as it was previous generations. So, I mean, okay. So, like one thing that I want to see is I want to see controllers that last longer than like 3 or 4 hours on a charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some wireless charging would be great. But things like that, where you could just like pop the controller on top of the console or something and it just
Click a button.
charges.
Charge. Whoa.
Yeah, you just click a
Whoa.
button. I think all controllers should come with rechargeable batteries. There, I said it.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even need batteries. They
Yeah.
should just work.
I don't think we need to have physical games anymore. I love physical games.
Oh, really?
But honestly, it's really nice just grabbing my Switch, and most of my games are just already on it. I don't really have a lot of physical
Absolutely.
ones, and it's
Yeah.
I'm getting on that mindset. I was against it for a while, but screw it. Let's just
Right.
download everything. As long as it's yours to own.
That's a thing. Yeah.
I've downloaded games though where I've had problems getting it to work. Titanfall 2, when Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Undead Nightmare came out, I bought that game brand new. I couldn't get it to work.
What wouldn't work?
It wouldn't load. I would delete it and re-download it. It still wouldn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You had like a corrupt file or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what it said.
Oh, that sucks.
And I don't believe in that method. I still buy games digitally,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time it works fine.
Sure.
I have noticed that some games disappear off of. Not too many, but some disappear.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of interesting if you look up like games.
Yeah.
You can find people that have demos.
PT?
What there was like a Silent Hill game that had a demo.
Right. PT.
And it never-
for PlayStation?
Is that the one? What?
Yeah, there was a game called PT.
Okay.
And then if you beat it, you got a trailer for what was going to be Silent Hills, which was like going to be Kojima's game before
you can't
he got
get that
fired.
anymore. Punisher had a bad first-person shooter.
So that's
It's kind of interesting.
that's one of my fears, especially with like Nintendo. I'm like you, Brad. Like all my shit on Switch now is pretty much all just downloadable because if you're gonna take it with you, you don't want to take those games.
convenient,
I
yeah.
wanted
The games
to
are this
ask,
small. You're gonna
The hard drives on the Switch.
You
They're
buy
all
you buy
cards.
memory for it. You buy a little memory stick to put in there.
Yeah, I think it has like 32 gigs built in,
And then
And
you
then
can
you-
add up to what?
up to 2 or 4 gig cards. It's made for cards that aren't even released yet, but I
Okay.
think they just around
More
the
than
corner.
4 gigs.
I was gonna say like
No, not 4 gigs. I'm sorry, terabytes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the most expensive one. It's like, oh, I'm buying a Switch. Well, here's another $150, $200 investment, but you want to have everything downloaded. It's like I have external hard drives for my PS4 and my Xbox as
Sure.
well. That
Yeah.
I have all my games ready to play whenever I happen to get the plague.
Yep. And at least with the Switch, it uses any kind of SD card or any brand. Where I think like the PSP or the Vita, you had to buy proprietary Sony things. But so yeah, I mean, as far as like this next generation, I just want to I want to see just like backwards compatibility
definitely.
all across the board. I think all systems need
And forward
to do that.
compatibility. I want them to play the next generation's games too.
Well, yeah, I mean, we
Xbox
probably
Sixes.
will get that. I mean,
Like how much better
could
is
get
it
that.
graphic wise and all that gonna get to a
I
point
want
where
the
like
Super Nintendo to play my Nintendo games. Why would I get another Nintendo? They're trying to jip us.
do you have a time machine, Brad? I don't know if we can do that, but that'd be a great thing.
I have a time egg from Chrono Trigger.
Oh, that's right. You are a time traveler.
how do we use this?
I bet Microsoft
egg?
is going to also just be on that Halo train the whole time because I don't think Halo's relevant anymore. But
No,
they
not
still
at all.
they
Not
still
at-
drop
yeah.
Halo. That would you say it's Halo Infinite or Halo Infinity? Doesn't matter. No
Yeah, I
one
was gonna
cares.
say,
I think
exactly that.
I think it's supposed to be infinite.
They're gonna be
That's Call of Duty.
probably showing some of the gameplay. They're gonna show some of the new Halo TV series, or at least talk about it. But
Yeah,
the only
so-
thing I am excited for is the Master Chief Collection is coming to PC, which will be dope. And then Halo Reach is also getting added to that. And
Yeah. Has
That's-
it already been added?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But that's the only good thing.
That's like one of your
343
favorite
has
Halo
done.
games, isn't it?
Halo Reach. Yeah, I'd say it's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been too much of a Halo guy. I think I played 4, and that's about
I
it.
think I only played Reach and for a few hours and
Right.
I think it's one of those things when when you eat Konahitos, you love Konahitos. I hate Konahitos, but I've been playing Halo 1 and Halo 2 and
What the hell is that?
Konahitos.
What are you
is-
saying? Guys, what's these?
It's a local Milwaukee spot that people go crazy for, and it's just garbage food.
Conejitos.
Konahitos.
Don't go to Conejitos.
Then they raise their prices too.
I think I just offended
Oh,
so
no.
many people. What?
But yeah, they're gonna definitely be talking a lot about Halo, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm also curious to see if they will show or how many games are going to show from all the developers that they gobbled up the last year and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys had been following that, where they have bought a ton of studios to no doubt gear up to make games for the next generation and kind of bolster their first party that was kind of non-existent compared to, Sony.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised at this point they're still trying. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like they weren't trying for like the last 5 years.
Yeah, they kind of hit a low. I think they just had bad management. And now that Phil Spencer got back into the game to head Xbox a few years ago, he's kind of more. He's definitely like a gamer, game focused, and they've done I think they've done a pretty good job turning the ship around as much as they can so far. But I'm excited for some of the publishers or the developers that they purchased, because if anybody has played games in like the past and remembers a company called Interplay, I was a huge fan of Interplay
Did they make
games
the
back in
Lion
the day.
King game?
I don't know. But they made Fallout, and those games. And Microsoft bought 2 studios, one called In Exile, and the other is Obsidian. And between those 2 studios, pretty much has the brain trust of the old Interplay. So I'm really looking forward to them, making some
Doing a thing.
RPGs that are up my alley. So I'm hoping to see, something, at least some teases from those.
I want to see him come back. I'm a PlayStation guy, but I want to see
Oh yeah,
Xbox get their shit together.
I think-
I'm not buying the
They're-
next console until I see it on paper what they've done.
I mean, they're playing to win, or they're playing to at least come out with the
Don't call it a comeback.
new generation with a bang. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I root for everybody. I guess I'm more towards
I'm disappointed.
the
That's
Microsoft
why I
side,
talk
just because
shit
that's where
about
I play.
Xbox.
But what's that?
I'm kind of disappointed with Xbox. So you know,
Josh, you're okay. Don't worry. You got your shiny blue PS4, buddy.
I do.
You got all the cool games.
I fucking do. I will compare the Xbox One to the Wii U.
Ooh,
Good comparison.
No.
The Wii U was way more
Yeah.
unique.
please explain.
They both sucked. I do like games on the Wii U, but I feel like Nintendo gave up on it.
Have you played the Xbox One X?
And that's how I feel about Xbox One.
I like the Xbox One. I have no problem with it. They don't really have a lot of good exclusives, but I've enjoyed my time with it.
Yeah, and yeah, the One X is my console of choice. At least as far as third-party, games, it's beautiful and it runs them very well.
So I'm thinking probably within the next year or two, Tom, you will have beaten Assassin's Creed, and you'll be ready for the next one that they're going to be announcing.
Oh,
at E3.
God.
Assassin's Creed Ragnarok is the rumor.
Yes,
Yes, Assassin's Creed with the Vikings.
I can't wait to get to playing that in 2027.
Dude, you know that game's going to come out like tomorrow, because that way they can release another one next year.
No, please, Ubisoft.
I like 6 months.
My buddy.
kind of thing.
Yves,
They just release them. They crank them out.
Guillemot, do not release.
Guillemot.
I wish I could speak French to you right now, French Canadian. I want to play some Celine Dion for you, but do not release another Assassin's Creed game this year. Please, wait another year. Let people digest this
I
one.
can't even catch
it's
up.
It's so huge.
I'm behind 2 of them.
Right.
And
Dude, you're fucked. You're never playing another one again. Like, you are just screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, I did play some of the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster
Yeah?
that came out. Yeah.
Is there a demo for it?
I don't know.
Did you buy it?
It came with the season pass for Odyssey.
Ah, okay.
So, I wish I could let you borrow it to play it.
New Assassin's Creed
Digital.
game. Rocksteady will be announcing their new game. Hopefully, the first thing they've done after the Arkham series.
Anybody have any ideas what it's gonna be?
It's a DC,
Daredevil.
It's a DC franchise.
It has to be. They're owned by Warner Brothers.
I hope they do Justice League.
Yeah, that would be cool, huh?
I don't know. I mean, what else? I guess there's a lot of options in that whole universe, but Justice League seems
Battletoads.
like kind of the obvious one.
Justice League.
Turtles.
Batman versus Turtles, the game.
They came.
Just Turtles. Can you imagine like having that whole city to be exploring in and stuff? The sewer system.
That would be
gosh.
awesome. I think somebody brought that up, and I don't think they just confirmed or denied that. They did say something that they were not making a Superman game.
Yeah.
Rockstar needs to make the next Ninja Turtles game based on the 1990.
I believe
film.
Rockstar is going to be announcing their first game they've done in a while too. Maybe I don't know. They're probably just going to do Grand Theft Auto 5 for 10 years.
Maybe.
They do a lot of online things like all the time. It's
Yeah.
impressive to see them keep that game rolling.
They usually don't go to E3 though, unless they announce something on somebody's
They don't need
stage.
to do
Uh,
anything.
back to Ubisoft though, I don't know if they're going to show it this year, but they're making that that Assassin's Creed Black Flag like just game on its own called Skull and Bones, I think, where it's just a pirate game.
I've had enough of Assassin's Creed.
Just take my money, dude.
Black Flag was
is
good.
awesome.
That's all
The
they
ship
do is
combat?
they just crank these games out. Give me some time.
They do, but they have been on an upward trajectory, at least in quality wise. They have been taken outside of this last year. They unfortunately came out with Origins and Odyssey at the same time, so they kind of commingled together. But yeah, the quality of the Assassin's Creed games they're totally different games now, especially after going back and playing 3. Totally different. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that this is how these played.
Yeah.
they don't play like that anymore. Yeah,
I
So.
can't. There's so many I can't even keep track of them anymore. I can keep track of the Donkey Kong family tree. I couldn't name all the Assassin's Creed games.
Cranky
Assassin's
Creed.
Creed, Sea of
You're right.
Thieves.
Titty Creed, Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah, you knew it. You know where it's going. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to see that though. The Skull and Bones. See what that looks
Did
like.
you guys know that Square Enix is making an Avengers game?
I just
Yeah.
saw something yesterday.
Yeah, I was in the
Is
newest
that when
Game
it got
Informer.
announced?
I don't know how much has been. I mean, I think it's known that they're making it, but they haven't really shown anything about it yet. And hopefully they drop a trailer because I'm curious. Although Square Enix has been very hit or miss for the past 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they take so long to make games. I think they have a management problem. you
Yeah,
know?
I think that they'll hopefully be announcing the Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be coming out sometime. And this is only
Sometime.
part 1 of probably 5.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens there. Hopefully they show some more on that.
Hopefully there's some follow through with that. Maybe they come out with the first one, and then maybe they come up with the second one. I don't know.
What if they just announce Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 without releasing the first one?
They can do that, man. Yeah. What is that? Final Fantasy 13 Versus became Final Fantasy 15.
Because they just needed something else. They needed another game.
Yeah, pretty
Final
much.
Fight
Yeah,
Fantasy.
Like, fuck
Classic.
that'd be
Mashup.
cool. Yeah. Hagar.
Story of Hagar.
Yes. The Wrath of Hagar.
I want to see more about Doom Eternal.
That's the game I'm looking forward to most, probably.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm wondering where else they could really go with the franchise. They could take it like back to Earth or something, but the gameplay in that I wouldn't want to change almost anything.
But
in
it's,
there.
once you go to hell, where do you go?
Smoothest shooter I've ever played. And that came out a couple years ago.
It was so fast, so intense.
Fast paced, yeah, but very smooth.
It's all other shooters. You run and you hide and you get cover and you do
Yeah.
this. Nope, Doom. You're sprinting
If
full
you
speed.
cover, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's right. What's the next beer, boys? What?
Do we have another beer?
Oh my God.
Tom
Around.
does in the fridge.
Yeah.
Tom, go beer shopping.
God damn it,
I'll
Mike.
go beer shopping.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ah,
Don't make me
go
make these-
get him, Brad.
Don't make me make these decisions. I can't do it.
We got Mountain Dew.
Oh,
Perfect.
Mom got Sunny D. Like the commercial from
Josh, I heard you got a
1990.
new pinball machine in your bar.
Oh, we got Munsters Premium Edition at the Drafty Cellar. Yeah, it's pretty fun. As a little mini pinball underneath the actual pinball game. There's levers.
Yeah, it's like Grandpa's factory
Yeah,
or
Grandpa's
workshop or
little
something.
workshop.
Oh my God. You did this?
Diabetes stout.
Diabetes stout. This is from,
Ooh,
what
it's
is it?
aged.
from-
17.
It's from 17, baby.
I'm into this.
Yeah.
I want to see how this one ages.
It's like a time capsule. So yeah, go to Drafty Cellar and check out the Monsters Pinball. We played it at MGC. It was actually really good.
Lion King was developed by Virgin Interactive
right.
and Westwood Studios.
Westwood, yes. I think that one was like made in like 8 months or something like that.
That is a hard game. My sister could beat it.
I think
Yeah.
Square Enix will probably also mention something on the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, which you haven't beaten the game.
I've not.
They-
Does Chrono die in it?
Oh my goodness. The end of that game,
Trono?
it's not the end of the game. It's so open-ended and weird, and I don't know.
That's bullshit.
Dude,
We've been waiting how long for 3, and they don't close the story?
I don't
They
know.
put a little bow on it?
Oh man. Nomura's off the deep end.
I can't.
Brad,
Am
we
I
are
right?
drinking a beer, and it is from Evil Twin Brewing.
Okay.
It has
Oh, no.
900 calories.
At least 11.5% alcohol. Imperial Porter, if you want to call it a porter.
not drinking today.
With coffee, vanilla, almonds, and doof nuts.
Donut.
Imperial Donut Break.
I drank so much of this
Ace.
last winter. Oh my God. I lived off this shit. It's a good beer.
Oh yeah.
Held up just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've had this at Drafty. We sold it pretty damn fast.
You can almost chew it.
We have another case just chilling, waiting.
Yeah. I got a couple more aged cans
Ooh.
in the fridge over there. Got some Bozo beer.
I love Bozo. That one's so
It's like
good.
the best named beer from the same company.
Bozo beer.
19%. Yeah, so Kingdom Hearts, do you have any idea what the DLC is going to be? What it might be based
I
on?
remember reading, since there's no Final Fantasy characters actually in the game, that they might have some sort of DLC that'll be like,
There aren't? Because I've been waiting. I'm like, come on.
Sorry.
You got to give me a fucking Orin or something.
sorry. But I think that there's going to be like the side story, maybe what was going on with them during that, or I think there's also going to be something that happens afterwards because they tease a new world
Oh, really?
at the end, and it's not
it
a Disney. It's not a dazzling place.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Okay,
Did
don't
you
be
guys
so
see it?
pushy,
Did
Aladdin.
you guys see it? This the new Aladdin film.
You want to see my new
Starring
genie
Fresh
tattoo?
Prince?
Says he's going to the Wild Wild West.
Dude, I was sick. I'm like, I gotta get out of this house. I was like, what's playing at the closest theater? I'm
Did
like,
you see it?
no, I didn't. I
Okay,
was like,
thank you.
I was like, I'll go watch anything. I'm like, Aladdin. I'm like, I can't.
Fucking
Anything.
Avalon.
I was hoping. Yeah,
Who's gonna play Gilbert Godfrey?
You should have went to see Detective Pikachu.
I already saw Pikachu.
Oh, you did?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't great. It was pretty good.
Maybe we should do a podcast series where we talk about
My
video game
friends
movies.
saw it
Maybe
last
someday.
night. I chose not to go.
Maybe someday.
I was
What?
surprised doing like some reading on E3 how many like awesome games are like around the corner that I didn't know about. Did you know that the guys that made Left 4 Dead have a new game coming out called Back 4 Blood?
Back for Blood. Spiritual successor, baby.
That sounds amazing. Those Left 4 Dead games are phenomenal.
I
And
never played.
You never played them.
I have not, but I always wanted to. I never had friends that would fucking play because they were available
I
on
like
Steam.
him co-op.
You need co-op. You need a
Yeah.
good set
Yeah.
of co-op players to make those games work. I did a single player and it was fun enough, but co-op is where that game shines.
I didn't like it single. I loved it co-op though.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you're screaming every time you play it. You're just screaming with your friends. I'm over here. I'm over here. It's.
Yeah.
Waves of zombies that you just gotta take out.
And
I'd
then
love
there's
to-
the witch. It's like everyone be
Oh
everyone
God!
be quiet. And then you have that one friend who just shoots a gun at her and just
She screams.
thanks,
and-
Tom.
That'd be
Actually,
me.
She was a great character, but very annoying.
Or when you get like that,
Screeching.
the person grabs you with that tongue and they're like lifting you up and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
The different zombies in that, amazing. And just hearing that they're making a Back 4 Blood and it's got 4 in the middle, just like Left 4
Right.
Dead.
Must have been what's the deal? Like the different studio now, or
I think it's the same one. They came out with a game.
lost rights maybe?
No, they came out with a game that was one of those asymmetrical multiplayer games where it's like 4 guys against like a big monster. Like, what was it called? Evo or Evolution or something? Just not too long ago.
Yeah.
It kind of came and went. And then I think they just wanted to get back to their roots. Like, okay, that kind of...
we lost
I'm sure,
money.
I'm sure
Let's
it's probably a good game or concept, but
Right.
it's not what people wanted.
But yeah, you would like one of the beasts was like a kraken, and the other was a fucking like a Godzilla type creature. I forgot the name of the name.
Yeah. Whenever you're making a game that is contingent on having quality multiplayer, you need
Yeah,
people that are going to be playing a cooperative style game rather than
Right.
your Call of Duties or Halos where you're just running as individuals being idiots.
yep,
Yeah, you're putting a lot of faith into the consumer that
so much.
we have small attention spans.
Yes, and
Very true.
Valve, Valve isn't making games anymore, so I think they just said like, you know what, let's just fucking, we need a confidence booster. Let's go back to what we know.
Yeah, super pumped on that.
I would definitely play that. Would you guys play that with me?
Yeah,
Will you play with me, Tom?
I'll play with you.
we need to find a fourth friend.
Four
Fuck,
friends.
man. I don't have enough
God.
microphones.
Then we can be a gang.
I only podcast
One
with
of those
my
gangs that
friends.
sings. That's a barbershop quartet. I don't know, but I'm into it.
Yeah, me too.
As long as we
What
got
are we
the
talking about?
wardrobe.
That's right. So,
I hear there might be a BioShock 4 teaser. They were working on BioShock 4, not Ken Levine.
right. There is a rumor, 2K. Yeah.
I
Somebody's
like
got to be.
Infinite.
Somebody has to be.
Yeah.
That franchise is too lucrative to just keep in a fucking closet. Do you hear me?
Were they making a game or a movie of that one, or did they?
They were
Yeah.
trying to for a while. That
It's,
video game movies, we'll get there.
we'll get to
They
video
should-
game
they-
movies.
they
I never watch them.
We're about to. I have a theory that it's going to be on the moon, BioShock 4.
It could be.
It's possible.
Because there's a character in BioShock Infinite, just like one of the NPCs. She's like, look at the moon. She's like, I bet someday people are going to live up there. It's like, ooh,
Oh, a teaser.
maybe. But that was when Levine was in charge, and I think they've distanced themselves quite a bit. He's working now with Ghost Story Games, a new studio.
Yeah, he's been toiling and
We haven't
His
seen
little
anything
laboratory.
yet. So it'd be cool to hear what he's doing.
he's making what do you call Legos with narrative Legos, trying to make like a
That sounds cool. I don't know what kind of game it is, but I would play it.
I mean that guy's you know
narrative Legos.
that'd be funny. Yeah, no, literally, guys, I told you I was making narrative Legos. Here you go. Yeah, I
It's called Minecraft.
right. That guy's can tell a good story, so I would. Yeah, I'm down for anything he comes out with. Faux show, baby.
Yeah. Highwire Games, some of the best people from Bungie after they left the debacle with Destiny. You got Marty O'Donnell and some of the other like the high ups that were with the Halo series throughout Still Destiny.
Jason Statham, or was it Stratham?
Strap them.
No, Jason.
Jason Statham.
He's still Jason Jones, I think is his name.
Oh, maybe it's Jason
he still
Jones.
heads Bungie, but they made Highwire Games, and they've been working on one game since they started, which was supposed to be out like a year ago, called Golem or Gollum, depending on how you
Oh
say it.
yeah, right.
The PS4 VR.
It's a VR game, yeah.
and
A kid in a wheelchair.
I'm very curious to see what that is. It's one of the reasons I bought the VR for
Sure.
the PS4 because I already bought the vinyl record soundtrack for the game. It hasn't even come out yet.
Shut
Actually,
the front door. Yeah, but you bought the Cuphead vinyl, right?
I
You haven't
did,
played
and
Cuphead.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I pre-ordered it, so I'm excited. I haven't played that game yet though either, but that's one of those I haven't even heard the soundtrack, but I know it's going to be good.
I got the 7
Oh, it's so good.
Cuphead vinyl.
What?
Yeah.
I have Cuphead
GameStop exclusive.
cups.
Get out of here.
For-
We're talking music. You have a cup?
Well, it's
you bring
actually
a cup to
it's
a
actually
music fight?
It's got the coolest pint glasses in all.
yeah, yep. That Cuphead. Maybe they'll. I don't think they even came out with the DLC for that game yet. Maybe that'll be
Were they
released
gonna
at
do
E3.
that?
Yeah, with a new character. They have a Cupette or the girl Cuphead.
Cup at mug at pint face.
Cuphead.
Cupette. I don't know what her name is. Chalice. I
Speaking
think
of
was
silly
her name.
names, Mario Odyssey, I'm Cappy. You didn't think of any other name but like,
That was
what do we
horrible.
call your shoe? Shoey. Cappy.
Yeah.
At
I
least
think
like Flood for the Sunshine backpack, cool name. I get it.
Yep.
Cappy.
no.
Whatever.
They failed. In fact, I now hate Super Mario Odyssey.
Cute game.
I hate you. So bad. So bad. But what were we talking about?
Other-
Jesus.
Bungie They haven't, since they've gotten free of Activision. I mean, I hate Destiny 2. I played Destiny 1, played a lot of it.
Okay.
And they're now free of Activision, and they've trademarked a new game called Matter. I think they need some help with their names for their games maybe at this point.
Matter.
Matter. Curious to see what they're going to do.
MADDER?
M-A-T-T.
Okay.
I'm madder than you. And maybe, I don't know, if they're going to try and save Destiny now that they're free of the microtransaction machine that was Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I think they're kind of tied to that right now.
They're still going to be working with Destiny, but I'm not sure.
They have to at least give it a shot without Activision on.
They got to change.
Behind them.
If they have to prove that they were being held back and that they're still
Right.
an awesome studio, which they've lost a lot of good faith, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys heard of Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh God, I can't wait for that game.
I don't know anything about it, and that's
Oh,
like
really?
the hot thing right now.
Oh my God. Yeah, those are the guys that made The Witcher, CD Projekt Red.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I cannot wait. Like, if you want your deep ass RPG, those are the guys to go to.
I want it as deep as it goes.
I mean, plus the setting looks awesome. You know, they got the Cyberpunk license. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Did you guys dabble into any Rage 2? Or heard anything?
I did not.
I haven't even looked into it.
Yeah, I've
It
heard.
Looked good, looks fun.
Yeah, I've heard okay things about it.
No,
I heard it's
did
better than
play
the first
one,
Rage.
yeah.
Figured
So-
I'd axe.
Have you played Rage 2?
I had the first
Internet?
one, yeah.
Internet, are you there?
Yo, you there? Hello.
Hey, couple.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you played Rage 2 because I think that's one where I will wait for that to come out on Game Pass or something and check it out.
Yeah.
There. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Saying.
Know what I mean? So, oh, Mike says no, he hasn't played it.
Okay.
LOL.
Thank you,
I don't know.
Mike.
You didn't have to like laugh out loud over that. Just like laughing
still
maniacally, like
laughing.
no. Oh, Mike.
You mentioned Metroid Prime trilogy, or at least one of the Metroid Prime games before.
Metroid 7.
It came out of your mouth.
I have a feeling that they're going to drop the Metroid Prime trilogy, and it's going to be like out in a month. They're going to be saying that at E3.
I got a
remaster?
feeling they're going to be like,
Yeah.
it's not
I hope so.
happening.
I think so too.
They're going to be like, oh, yeah, we said some stuff, but that's not.
We sold Metroid
Nobody-
to Microsoft.
Nobody was working on that game. We just thought it'd be cool.
They've got to buy time before they totally rebooted Metroid Prime 4.
Which is fine.
Yes.
That is the most like badass thing for a company to come forward and say,
Yeah, they just-
we messed up. We're going to fix it. We're sorry.
Yeah. Like it wasn't turning out. We're going to start
It's
over.
not Fallout 76. Like, we told you we'd get you nice bags. They didn't apologize. They sent you the shitty bags, and then they gave
Yeah.
you like $5 in-game currency to replace it. No, mad props to Nintendo for...
That was really, really cool of
Yeah.
them. And kind of like non-Nintendo of them. So
You think so?
a little bit, yeah. That was kind of uncharacteristic of them to come out and just say like, "Whoops," and not to spin it. You know, give it that fucking corporate speak.
The
and
Wii
just say,
U is the most successful system ever made.
Yeah.
I like
well,
Dreamcast too.
They're making a Dreamcast 2?
what? That's
It's kind of funny. You always
The Dreamcast
you wonder
Classic.
if somebody is going to make a new console or something to play on.
Another company?
Every like 4 months, you hear, "Oh, so and so is doing this," and you're like, eh. And then 2 months later, you hear, "Yeah, that company ran out of business," or
Yeah.
failure.
A new competitor against the big ones. No, it's
Yeah.
not. Just slow down.
Yeah.
OIJA, the Ouija?
Are we straight up stuck with not say stuck, but is this what it is now and probably not changing?
As far as
Xbox,
we're stuck with the
PlayStation,
big three.
Nintendo, yeah.
You'd have to have someone like Google or Apple try and make
Ooh.
a serious move.
Well, Google's
Amazon Fire Stick.
Google's trying
Game
with
Stick.
Stadia.
The Apple IU. I mean,
And-
the iWii U.
Yeah, Apple. It has to be.
The Apple Peach.
There you go. Yeah.
The Apple Orchard.
Yeah, I think it has to be a company that already has the infrastructure in place and also has devices in people's hands already, you know?
Microsoft, they could buy their way in.
Yeah.
Yep.
They almost
And
tried
did.
they tried to buy Nintendo. So
I was saying that Nintendo and Xbox should merge to compete with Sony being so successful before, and the Wii U was kind of a failure, and Xbox really wasn't doing anything,
Yeah.
and they did obviously
Yeah.
do something like that. What did they officially do again?
Nintendo and Xbox? There's a couple initiatives. I know they were the first ones to like allow cross-play on, I think, Fortnite and the car game that you
Rocket
play
League.
soccer, Rocket League. You know,
Played it last night.
and they literally came out with commercials that was just taunting Sony, like your move, you know, like, and they're just like, no, we don't need to do this. But yeah, and so Xbox Live, you know, Xbox is publishing games on the Switch or in the Will of the Wisps, the new Ori games coming out on there. They have an Xbox app, so you can get Xbox achievements while playing the Switch, which is kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Yes. And I do think that's going to further, I think that relationship's going to get a little bit deeper. And I do think like one day, I don't know if you're going to be playing Halo on the Switch, but I think there's going to be some kind of app where you can stream, you know, I don't know if it's going to be Game Pass or not, but that you could play like on the Switch. But the thing is, I never see Mario
On an
anything
Xbox.
coming over to Xbox, you know? And I think that's okay. Like Xbox is just like, whatever, we just want to get
Kind of
we
surprising.
want you to play everywhere, you know?
Nintendo doesn't play well with others, corporate, wise.
You have the best toys in town. You have your friends come over,
Yeah,
but you don't go play with them at their house.
right. And, you know, I think now that a lot of the old guard in Nintendo is retiring or dying or both, you know,
Yikes.
they're starting to get a little more progressive, at least in opening their walled garden to other people and other, you know,
People.
companies. And Nintendo and fucking PlayStation, there's so much bad blood there that
Probably.
just from the Nintendo PlayStation, our buddy Terry.
What's up,
Yeah.
Terry?
That whole debacle, that still, to my knowledge, is a fucking thing. That is still a thing.
Yeah.
They just can't get over.
Yeah.
So,
I think they hold grudges better in the East.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I've pissed off people all the time.
Right.
Over here. And I was like, well, Brad's an idiot. Let's move on. But
Right, no.
like when Squaresoft ditches the Nintendo 64 and makes stuff for the PlayStation 1.
yeah.
Yeah. Plus, they were also into other publishers saying you shouldn't make stuff for the Nintendo.
I'm gonna see other publishers.
I'm seeing other. It's not you. It's me.
Oh God,
I know that was a sore spot for a while. I want to see more of the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles that's coming for the Switch, because that was a game I really liked for the GameCube. That was
There's another one coming.
yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't.
I never played the first one.
The first one, oh man,
4 players?
The first one, if you want to play multiplayer, everyone needs a Game Boy Advance and a link cable.
That's what. Yeah, I knew there was some bullshit.
But we did. Me and 4 friends, we did, and it was an awesome experience. But it was
I still got my Game Boy Advance.
it's
Can we
very
play it?
specific. You have to like have all of these tools in one spot. But if you did, it was
Need
a great
the
game.
e-reader to like.
Oh man, didn't have that. That
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Horrible.
I'm curious to see more on that game. And
Right
Death
on.
Stranding dropped a new trailer.
Yeah.
Just before we started today.
That's a game like
Did they abandon everything that they showed already? Like,
No,
or
I'll have to watch
do they
it,
have an
'cause-
actual plot for whatever that they've shown?
it shows a lot more of the plot, and it looks like an amazing movie.
Did it show any gameplay?
Well, it's got this music, ba da boom, ba 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 ba. It's all this like high action music,
Yeah.
and it's got some Mads Mikkelsen and this baby, and then it's got Norman Reedus, and it looks cool. Then it cuts to gameplay, and it's a dude walking, like
Yeah.
hiking, and the music's like slow the music down because we were not high energy anymore. This is a game about hiking, and then he's like he puts up a ladder and he climbs up a ladder and he hikes down. It looks great.
It's got the
It kinda
Horizon
looks like
engine.
a survival game. I mean, it almost has like a Metal Gear Solid 5 feel to it. You're one person out there, and I think you're trying to solve a mystery. You're trying to find something. Turns out you have a baby,
Right.
That's in like this container in front of you, and the baby is what allows you to see like to the other side because there's this
Yeah.
other realm that's around there. The game looks great.
Good concepts. So
the gameplay that hasn't shown much.
Yeah.
The fighting, I saw a guy like use a box and he hit someone with it. I didn't see too much.
So they
else.
have more now on this.
So it's Double Dragon.
It's an 8-minute trailer.
Okay.
It's 8 minutes?
I don't think, the
it's about 8
previous
minutes,
thing they showed us was anything positive. Like,
Yeah.
like 3 years ago, is it now?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that that preview, that teaser was like,
2016, yeah.
that doesn't look good. Like, you don't show anything in here that makes it look promising.
Right.
I see Norman Reedus. I see him having a baby that he had.
I see
he had a baby.
Guillermo del Toro in a
He
trailer.
plays Deathman. They announced the characters' names in there. And,
He's still in the game?
it
hope
reminded
it's
me
good.
of the PS2 commercials from back in the day that are just like acid candy that hurts your brain.
Sure.
Just like a doll's head like turns and looks at you and says like flashes PS2 or something. It's just it's something. It's like bad dream fuel is what the first trailer reminded me of. This one, I mean, it looks. You get an idea of the world, and the graphics and everything look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Kojima is going to do something that'll be worth
It's going to be
talking about.
original. It's at least going to be interesting.
Well, good.
And I want Konami to do some Castlevania shit. Let's talk about some let's get a new Castlevania game. Doesn't have to be 3D.
Bloodstained.
Well, we got Bloodstained.
coming
I'm
out this
excited about that,
summer.
but I want to talk about them Belmonts too. You know?
Yeah.
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 Open world Belmont.
Nobody's
Killer.
played the Castlevania collection, right? That just came out?
No, I mean I've already beaten them all.
Did they just announce, was it yesterday,
fair.
Contra? Like
Yeah.
A new Contra?
Contra collection's coming out.
Is it a collection or a new one?
I don't know if it's a new one, but I know they're coming out with a collection, and I heard the game list is pretty okay. So
Okay.
I heard there might be a new Dino Crisis.
what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why not? Hey,
Whoa.
bring back Parasite Eve.
Why not?
Dino Crisis got a sequel, right? Yeah, I think so.
I think I got 3 of them.
Are you fucking kidding
I think
me?
there's 3 Dino Crisis.
Jesus Christ.
Crises.
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 The Dino Crises.
What happened? It's a dinosaur. Oh my god.
It's a
Dino Crisis 3.
It's a dinosaur.
If there was a Jurassic Park
they gotta-
Dino Crisis crossover, I don't know.
Say,
It seems obvious.
money
Dude,
to be
sign me
made.
up. Yeah, take all my money. Take all the money in the world. All of it.
We'll probably get some Smash Brothers DLC announcement.
Probably.
Rumor has it Dante, since they're bringing Devil May Cry over, we could get a Dragon Quest character. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, they should just put everybody in there.
Anyone?
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody.
Waluigi.
Waluigi would be
Battletoads.
great. If Gary Coleman can be in Postal 2, Gary Coleman, his
From Different
estate can
Strokes?
let him be in Super Smash
What about Mr.
Brothers.
Splatterhouse?
From the Splatterhouse series?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Just cuz.
All of it.
Goku.
Keep going.
Well,
Johnny Cage.
You guys wanting to see anything else at E3? Have we gotten kind of through most of it?
I think we hit most of the highlights. I am, I think I'm most excited for, hardware announcements. That's always been my, especially these years. Maybe not so much this year, but we're starting to gear up to, it's an exciting time when new hardware comes out. So, and that just makes me all happy inside.
I want there to be like the guy in charge of Sony's Twitter. He just gets drunk and mad that E3 looks fun, so he's just like tweeting about it the whole time. That would make me happy.
I'm also looking forward to see, if Sony does do anything. They said we're not going to do anything around the time frame of E3.
Death Stranding.
But I could
trailer.
see them just saying oh yeah, fuck you,
Crash
here's
Bandicoot
Shenmue
7.
3.
Sorry.
Right, boom, and just drop the mic, and
Charted 1.
recharted,
Uncharted.
uncharted. Yeah. Oh my God, this podcast has devolved. But yeah, so I think I'm generally looking forward to that.
If they made an Xbox Classic, it would be the size of a regular game console if it was a small Xbox.
It's
Yeah,
just going to be
yeah.
inside of a Duke.
Inside of a Duke.
It's just going to be a Duke controller.
You just plug a
You could
Duke
do
in.
it. Might as well.
Yeah.
Just make the Duke the console.
Then you have to use the Duke though. Unless you plug controllers into the Duke.
Well, there
Kill
you
me.
go.
Hey,
There you go.
If you're gonna make an Xbox OG, that's the only controller that could possibly come with it.
Yeah.
That way you can.
It's bigger than the console.
Right. You talk about like couch co-op, but you're all playing the same controller. So it just works, man. But so yeah, what are you guys interested in for E3? Are any of you actually interested in E3? We would like to know. Let us know.
If they're listening to us, they care. They do.
I just hope people do care.
People do. They like us.
But
We're good-looking people.
yeah. So on that note, gents, I think this has been one heck of a fun-filled episode.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how excited I was for E3 until I started looking up stuff about
I'm glad you looked up stuff.
Beagle fart.
Beagle Fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one will be a big deal too.
Big beagle fart.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you are listening, when you're done, leave us a review, leave us a like. It helps us out a lot.
Yep. Please. We love you. We'll
Tell
come
your
when you
friends. Come see us at the Drafty Cellar
Share the cast.
at Mobcraft.
want. At the Mobcraft.
At where does Tom work? He's
My
in
house.
Insurance.
Just come to my house.
Tomcraft.
Yeah.
You-
Please.
What you're an architect?
That's what I tell people.
He's the big spoon.
The big spoon. Yeah. No, not really. Not really. But yeah, thank you very much. hairthedogcast@gmail.com. Please write in with all your fun E3 stories if you have them. And that's all I got.
Teaser, you should start watching video game movies and playing games based on movies.
Shh, stop it.
We'll talk more soon.
Oh, God. You just gave it all away.
Big
You gave it away.
announcement, folks. Get ready.
All right. I'm Tom. This is Josh. This is Brad from Hair of the Dogcast. We are signing off. Have a great night. We'll see you in episode 54.
Thank you, everybody.